going on, America? And welcome to Dear America Live. We need each and every one of you to do us the huge favor and hit the share button right now. We want to say thank you to our amazing sponsors at Liberty University.
Yeah.
Click the link in the caption and go to liberty.edu/Dear America right now. Why should you do that? Have you ever thought about going back to college? Do you want to go to a college that has your values in mind? Pro-God, pro-faith, pro-freedom? Then go to Liberty. Go to Liberty. Do it right now. Click it. Click it. Do it right now as I'm getting a phone call. If you do it, if you see it, you go to liberty.edu/Dear America. You see my face. Your application fee is waived, and we can go to class together.
Nice.
Because I'm in school, too. We have a lot to talk about today. Biden Harris is going on. It is a crazy time to be alive.
That's right.
So to make sure that we're working, I'm going to go on here and make sure that we can see ourselves, because that would be really weird if we were talking to no one
Yeah, it's happened
while
before.
we're doing this thing.
Awesome.
So, okay, here we go. All right. Hit the share button. 5.2 thousand people are watching as we speak. I need you to hit the share button, and I need you to hit it now because we have a lot to talk about. First of all, I want to talk about reverse racism, okay? Reverse racism. I talked about it in my thing this morning. Cannon is his name, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. The little boy that was shot and killed.
Yeah, Kenan, I think.
Let's look it up and let's pull it up and make sure. All right. Comment below and let me know what you think. Is reverse racism a thing? All right. Narrative. An adult black male walked up to this 5-year-old boy, white boy, on a bike, shot the boy in the face in front of his sisters. Have you heard anyone on the mainstream news talk about this? I'm asking legitimately. Before you saw my video today, where did you hear about this? Where? Rashard Brooks was high, drunk, resisting arrest, fighting officers, and took an officer's taser, and a shooting happened. It was front page news. But an innocent 5-year-old white child is shot in cold blood by a black adult male. You hear nothing.
Yeah.
Is reverse racism a thing? I'm asking you this honestly. I'm asking a question.
I think anything's a thing because you're going to have the hearts of people on any ethnicity who are going to be racist against anyone else.
Yeah.
I think the media feeds a particular narrative because we don't know if his actions are racist or not. But what's sad is it wasn't covered at all.
Right.
At all.
Still isn't covered at all. Watch what I tell you. Tomorrow or the next day, it'll be on the mainstream news because it's starting to make it cycle through you guys, through people like us and other conservative media people. I cannot stress this enough, how much power you guys have. You guys have the power, and I want to be a champion for you today and say that and remind you of that. You have the power to get things heard, period.
Mm-hmm. So his name was Cannon.
Cannon,
first of all, and I try and not judge.
Say his name.
Yeah.
Cannon.
It's never good to judge a whole group of people based on the actions of one person. But when that's what they're doing, they're saying, look what this white cop did with his knee. White people are racist, white privilege, white people.
I
blah,
agree.
blah, blah.
I agree completely. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is reverse it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah. Right, the media feeds the
in
narrative.
today's climate,
Correct.
Reverse it. In today's climate, if an adult white man walked across the street and shot a 5-year-old black boy on his bike in front of his black sisters,
The world would be on fire.
the world would be on fire. Atlanta, Detroit, Portland, Seattle, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., New York City would all be in flames.
If it's in flames because of George Floyd and Rashard Evans, or
Rashard
Brooks,
Brooks.
sorry.
Which-
If it's on fire for those two guys, then yeah, it would definitely be on fire for a little black boy.
It has to fit the narrative. Or it's not going to get
It really
mainstream
upsets me. 6.2 thousand people are watching. Do me a favor right now and hit the share button. We need as many people as we can to listen to this message.
You know what else
here.
is interesting is you go to these inner cities where these 3-4-year-olds are getting shot, usually gang violence, drive-bys. There's no panic rioting in the streets then either. So I think it all relies on what color the killer is.
Yeah.
If he's a white guy killing a
Basically,
black
and I want to clarify because a lot of people are saying the same sentiments that I am. All lives matter. Okay? Listen to me very clearly. Hit the share button right now because I'm fixing to say something that I already know is going to infuriate a lot of people, but it's really where I stand, and I am ready to die on this hill about it. All lives matter. Any other statement than all lives matter is blatantly racist. Period. No, shut up. Shut up. There is no other conversation. No life matters more right now than another life of any kind. No. If we're not working towards all lives matter, no matter what, they all get the same amount of coverage. They all get the same amount of attention. They all get the same amount of grief and mourning and whatnot. Then you're a racist.
Yeah.
And it's you that are the problem. All lives matter. Cannon's life matters just as much as George Floyd's life mattered. And we've all seen the body cam footage now. A lot of people's opinions have changed about these situations leading up to what should not have happened. But what I'm saying is the narrative was George Floyd was just this innocent guy, just
Not
doing his
anything
thing, not
wrong.
doing anything wrong. He was profiled and all this stuff. You know who was completely innocent, who didn't do anything wrong? 5-year-old Cannon.
Yeah.
Where's the outrage? I'm looking on Fox News right now. We got Susan Rice, for God's sake.
It's all Kamala Harris
It's
stuff.
all Kamala Harris stuff. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. And this happened before. It's not like it happened after Biden picked his VP. No,
Yeah.
this happened before.
And
nobody was talking about it.
And there's more than just the life of Cannon. It's you've permanently
Damaged the sisters.
the sisters.
They will be in therapy for the rest of their
Oh, my
lives.
gosh.
And you want to talk about creating racism.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hello? Racism is not genetically inherited. It's learned.
Right.
It's learned. And where's the outrage?
You know what they say
Where's
to
the
us?
outcry?
You know what they say to us? Silence is violence. They say if you're white and you're not out there saying that your race sucks, black people this, black people that, then you're a part of the problem. You're the violence with your silence. Well, there's a lot of silence on the left and from the black community about this. It's not being covered. It's not being talked about.
Somebody's saying James Anthony said that we should read what the shooter's friends are saying on Facebook. You're right. I probably should, but if it's anything other than he deserves to go to jail and die, I think that they're wrong. Sorry. You shoot a kid point blank in the face as a man, you deserve. I'm sorry. I'm pro death penalty. Everybody knows this. I'm sorry. You shoot a kid straight in the face.
I mean, due process.
Go get lethal injection. We're better off without you. I'm sorry.
Or somebody dropped the ball if he had a severe mental illness, then somebody else should be going to jail too for dropping the ball on that.
All right. Fine.
Not just him,
Get the little disclaimer out of the way. If there's mental illness, of course, we need to deal with it differently.
Yeah.
But if there's not,
Well,
we're better off without
But the
that
problem
person.
is everybody keeps feeding racism, and I'm sick of talking about it. Like, this is a child. Justice needs to be served. Why can we not agree as a society that, yes, truly all lives really do matter? Like, everyone is precious, and justice should be done. But instead, what we're doing is we're defunding the police. We're burning the world down. Innocent children are getting shot almost daily, and we're just rolling with it.
Okay, but here's another thing. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And let me throw this at you guys as well. This, to me, is also a direct result of this push against defunding the police.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
People, do you know what kind of, excuse my language, what kind of balls you got to have on you to walk across the street to a white family's home and pull a gun and shoot that kid point blank in the face in front of God, man, and everybody else? Do you have any idea what kind of just the nuts on somebody like that? And you have that because you know that you've got the cops on the ropes. And that,
Well, unless he was severely mentally ill, in which case he was just hallucinating.
yes, we have covered.
Well, I'm just saying,
the
like, it
PC
may not be
thing.
him having balls. He may just
we
be
have covered the
crazy.
fact outside of mental illness, okay? And if he is mentally ill, I'm sure that people are letting us know in the comments right now. And then obviously what we're saying has a different effect. We're talking about the fact of right now we've got a problem within our society that there is a certain group of people, I didn't say a certain color of people, a certain group of people who feel as though the law does not apply to them
And it
anymore.
doesn't, because they're burning down
And
downtown
it
Chicago.
doesn't.
And I think they had, 100 arrests out of everyone. And more than likely, they're going to be let off because they're not going to keep 100 people. Ugh, it's
No,
really
no,
frustrating.
but you're right, and it doesn't apply to them.
And they know it, which is why they're
and
burning
I
it
hold
down.
our leaders, and honestly, nobody supports the cops more than me. I hold our police officers accountable for this too. Look, man, everybody's got to have a hill that they're willing to stand on. I'm sorry, okay? I have said this my entire life. I believe it more than anything else. That cop in Seattle that got fired because he made the video saying that cops aren't upholding their oath they took.
Yep.
Everybody's got to have a line, period. And we have responsibilities, not only as police, but as American citizens, to hold a line, a invisible line that is understood between right and wrong.
Yeah.
We have a responsibility to hold that line. And right now, the wrong side is life is fluid. It's this way, back and forth, good, bad. Good is either advancing or bad is either advancing. Right now, good's all the way the crap over here, and bad's doing whatever it
And
wants
I
to
really
do.
think it's because silent majority doesn't know what to do, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to protest, or they have jobs and can't just get out and protest. But at the same time, is protesting really the right way? And because so many people, right, like, we don't believe in what's going on, but what can we actually do? Because we're not going to go and burn things down. And I think that's
Yeah.
a really relevant and valid question.
For sure.
My only hope is that there is a strong silent majority who still does have the beliefs, I don't care if Christian or not, but just morally, that right is right and wrong is wrong.
Somebody just
Yeah.
brought up another amazing point about this. They're like, if he was mentally ill, he shouldn't have been walking around in the first place.
Right, somebody
He
else
also
stopped it.
shouldn't have had a gun. Also, I'm willing to bet somebody that would shoot a child in the face probably already has a record in the first place. I don't know this.
I thought he was a felon.
I have
actually.
not verified this, okay? But I'm pretty sure someone that would shoot a 5-year-old kid in the face probably has a record of some sort, but yet he had a gun, okay? So this goes even further to prove the point. All you moronic, utopian believing imbeciles who think that it is possible to have a society where everybody loves each other and everything's good and everything's fine and we don't need guns and we can talk and use our words because people at their core are good people. You are idiots, and you will be the first to go
Yep.
in The Walking Dead. If The Walking Dead was real, every single one of you are the mass carnage people in episode 1. Okay? You are those people. Okay? It is further proof that we need the police, and it is further proof that you need guns and protection, which leads us into a sponsor. All right, iTarget Pro 2020 has reminded us about the importance of self-reliance. Dear Lord, we just talked about it. All right, imagine if somebody would have been around with their weapon and saw that guy walking up there. Imagine the different outcome. We have seen COVID and civil unrest bring out the worst in some people, and the fact is the police can't be everywhere all at once. That's why it is so important to be properly trained if you're a gun owner. iTarget Pro is one of the best ways to dry fire train with your gun at home using their proprietary app and laser bullet. It's convenient, safe, and will save you a ton of money and a ton of time and money on ammunition. iTarget comes in all the major calibers, including .223, .556, so you can stay sharp with almost any firearm. Right now, get 10% off, plus free shipping with the offer code GRAHAM. Don't let circumstances dictate whether or not you are going to train. Take back control with iTarget Pro. That's the letter iTargetPro.com. iTargetPro.com. Offer code Graham.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Graham, before we move on, I had one more thing about the cannon.
Do it.
I thought about one of the first things I was thinking about whenever I saw, the story or whatever was Oprah. And I was thinking, no matter what situation Cannon or his family was on, he still had his whiteness. Remember the Oprah clip?
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh.
Like you still have your whiteness no matter where you stand as
Where
a
was
white
Cannon's
person.
white privilege?
Yeah.
Where was it?
What did his whiteness do for him besides potentially get him shot?
Is white privilege a 5-year-old riding his bike getting shot in the face by a black man? Is
Yeah.
that what white privilege
Okay.
is?
So the
so-
point is that it's not everybody.
Here's-
Not all people have privilege.
It said the Wilson Police and U.S. Marshals Carolina Regional Fugitive Task Force. I'm pretty sure he was a felon. Anyway, they charged him with first-degree murder and is being held with no bond.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I thought Noah said that he was a felon, which goes to show that he got a gun still.
He
so.
ran away and jumped in a vehicle and drove off. So if he was mentally insane, he probably would have just.
Doesn't
stood
sound like
around.
Okay.
it doesn't sound like he was.
Okay,
No.
all right. Can we all just be honest for a second? With 5.7 thousand people still watching, can I just be
Yeah.
honest with you for a second? I don't care. You shoot a kid in the face, I don't care what happens to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a bad person. You're proven mentally sound. You shoot a kid in the face, point blank, witness, you did it. I do not care what happens to you, and I hope it's very, 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 very bad. I'm sorry.
But the
okay?
point is that he wasn't. It doesn't sound
There
like
is
he
a
was.
reason. It doesn't sound like it was what?
He was mentally unstable. It doesn't sound like he was.
It sounds like he. Are you saying it sounds like he did have a mental problem?
No, he didn't.
Oh,
Like he
okay.
was saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
he was perfectly sane. Okay, good. Then you need to go to jail, and there's a reason that horrible things happen to people that mess with kids in jail. Even the worst people of society
Have a moral
have
conduct
a
line
moral
you
code
don't
that
cross.
kids are off limits.
See,
period.
that's where it makes me think like
I
maybe
hope-
he's not diagnosed with something, but to be able to go do that, you have to be insane.
Well, anyone that
Or
would
evil.
Well, I mean,
Straight
if we
up
really
evil.
want to dive down the rabbit hole for a second, anyone that would hurt a child either physically or sexually, there's obviously some mental problem there, right?
Or straight up evil.
Well, yes.
look at the
I mean,
pedophile ring.
you know, I definitely would not
evil.
say that those people test the same way as everybody
Right.
else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway, okay. All right. Ugh. Let's talk about Biden for a second. Actually, I got one really weird segment really quick. Me and Jake found this out the other day. This was in Britain. Okay. Some dude lost his genital area
Okay.
due to a viral infection. No, listen to this. I'm not trying to be crude. This is interesting. He lost it due to some kind of like flesh-eating virus that he had.
Oh my God.
Okay, he's alive, but then they decide they're going to grow him a new one and then reattach it. So for like the past 2 years, this dude's been walking around with one like growing on his arm, like this.
God, please,
Yes.
no,
no, but it's just been like flapping around on his arm, like
Why would
this.
they decide to grow it there?
I'm just
Why
telling
not on your leg where you can hide it?
I'm just telling you the article I read, guys.
Does it need
Look,
air to like breathe?
I'm
or
not the doctor. I wasn't consulted in the consultation on how we going to do
No,
this, fellas.
I have a question. Do you just cut it and harvest it and then reattach it?
I guess was it the winter months and they thought he could just wear a coat most of the
Honestly,
time?
you
Does
got
it
a
still have, like,
bulge. You got a
sensations and
bulge
feelings?
on your arm over
They
there.
blur the picture out, and from the and
Is that real?
and from what it looked like, that thing was like. Hold on, wait just a second. From what it looked like, that thing was at least like
Not too bad.
The blurry thing. Look,
Would it still function?
I'm
though?
sorry,
dare
guys.
you.
Or is it
I'm
for
sorry.
looks?
Look, I'm being for real. How that comes about, I would want to figure out a way to fix it.
Modern
I'm just
technology.
saying, okay?
Absolutely.
You know, if something horrible like that happened,
You're growing it off my forehead. I don't care.
yeah, let it just, let it just be looking like some kind of majestic unicorn. Just singing. Where's the danger, Timmy? Okay, anyway, all right.
Never tell a lie.
I'm sorry. This is This is Dear America Live, folks. I don't know what you want to say. Which, by the way, while you're watching, consider becoming a supporter of the page. You can see it at the top of our page. It says become a supporter. We want to take Dear America Live on the road to you. And the way that we do that is through support to be able to fund it. It's a funding operation. You got to book the venues. We want to make tickets free for you guys to show up. So consider clicking becoming a supporter to the page. It's $4.99 a month. $4.99 a month gets you exclusive deals, offers, upcoming things we're doing, private, behind the scene things, stuff like that. So consider becoming a supporter. $4.99 a month is super easy. It's a big old button at the top of the page, says become a supporter. And these kind of conversations can come to a audience near you. Hey, everybody just learned something today. Okay?
I did.
All right, so let's get to the big
unlearn it.
meat and potatoes.
The big meat on your forehead and potatoes.
Let's get to the hard topics now, if we may. Okay. Anything crotchal related really bothers Alyssa.
It doesn't
It's
bother
really
me.
funny.
I just feel like I can talk about it in our house or with close friends. It bothers me when it's streaming to
Are
thousands of
you
people.
saying that our Facebook audience aren't our friends?
What if-
Did you hear what Alyssa just said about
Just
you guys?
saying,
You guys
being
aren't
like, what
friends.
if the child's listening?
What if I had one growing out of my
If
forehead?
a
Would you?
child is listening to this at what? Yeah. Oh yeah. What if poor Jake?
I said I'd smack it.
She'd smack it.
Okay, we've got to move on. But what would we do if you really had to go through this procedure?
I'd support you.
Would we have to implant your old face on top of you to where
you put a face on top of him.
like for the footage? We can't have him with it growing out of
No,
his
he could
face.
edit. He could
on
edit
the
it
thing.
out.
I'll
like
just
a
wear
flower.
a beanie over
Yeah.
the top.
Oh, okay.
Or a beret. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, anyway, all right. Biden. Yesterday, breaking news. Biden picks. Are you ready for it? Kamala.
I say Kamala.
Kamalamala.
It's Kamala Harris. Is it
Kamala.
She's from India.
Kamala Harris to be the vice
We won.
presidential nomination. Vice President.
What's her name again?
Kamala
So Biden's-
Harris. Hey, listen here. Look, it goes like this. Trump won the election yesterday. Okay, and I know we still got 80 some odd days to go. There's going to be debates happening, and we still have to show up to vote. But listen to me. Trump won the election yesterday. All right, this is the worst pick for Biden in every aspect of the word. In her state, she is rocking a 7% approval rate for her job performance.
Well done.
Okay, you pick somebody that's not even rocking in the top 10% of performance satisfaction.
Let's be real. He didn't pick her. They
No, he
picked
didn't.
her for him.
Right, okay.
He found out as soon as we found
This
out.
is going to be a long
What's her name
conversation.
again?
This is going to be a long conversation. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. We the People Holsters, one of our favorite sponsors. Record numbers of people are buying guns and ammunition for the first time. If you are one of them, please be safe and please holster that new handgun in a We the People holster. Starting just $39, We the People holsters comes custom fit to you every single time. They have the thin blue line, the Constitution, every option available. Go to wethepeopleholsters.com/GRAHAM to get yours. Every holster ships free and comes with a lifetime guarantee. Plus, get an additional $10 off with the offer code GRAHAM. Satisfaction is guaranteed every single time. Invest in American-made products. That's wethepeopleholsters.com/Graham. wethepeopleholsters.com/Graham. Offer code Graham. This is why this is a terrible thing. Okay.
Good thing at the
Kamala
same time.
Harris is in how she's not in jail because of all of
How
her
are
times
all
as
of
a
them
lawyer.
not in jail?
Dude.
Hillary Clinton,
Well,
Bill Clinton.
Okay, well that's true. But let's get to this fact. So this is verified information. Okay, verified information before the announcement was made was basically the powers that be pretty much told Biden that you have no choice but to name a black female as your running mate.
Yeah.
No choice, none whatsoever. So I want everyone to think about this right now. We talk about equality, we talk about sexism, we talk about pay gaps and being equal and all this stuff. Kamala Harris was selected as the vice presidential nominee, not because of merit, not because of it can be seen her being the president and leading this country. When something happens to Joe Biden, not if, but when, probably within 3 weeks, if he happens to win. It was simply because she's black and a girl.
Yeah.
Is that really what women want for equality?
Is that really equality too?
No, it's not.
In fact, it's very
bull.
insulting.
It's
Right, it should
bullcrap
be
is what it is.
insulting. It's like, oh great, I got this hand up, to have this nice job.
Not
But
that I'm qualified
Not
for
that I'm
it,
qualified.
but that I need to feel slut.
Look. People get
Insulting.
upset like this. I heard this argument one time. It's like you got two job applications with no pictures.
Yeah.
One says John Smith. The other one says
LaQuandra.
LaQuandra Jones. They're going to pick John Smith, right? Like that's the argument. Okay. Well, it's the same thing with sports and stuff too. Okay. It happens everywhere. Sports. Okay. You need a wide receiver.
Yeah.
You need somebody that's really fast. You're going to go with George Jetson, or you're going to go with Rakeem.
Green.
Yeah, Green. You're going with Rakeem, okay? You know what I'm saying? All right, I mean, that's just look, man. It's just the way things are.
Maybe if your name's Marijuana Pepsi, you should get it changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, if I have to choose who my doctor is, and I'm not saying that she's not an amazing doctor, I'm sure that she is.
Mm-hmm.
But just natural tendencies are Dr. Marijuana Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. You know what I'm saying? Like absolutely not. Okay, but it goes to point that there's prejudices everywhere. That's not racism. It's just prejudices. And people have their what's the word I'm looking? Preferences. People have preferences. That's not racism. You are morons. It's not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? What just happened here is the very definition of racism, and I'm going to tell you why. True racism, we talked about this on the podcast Monday. True racism is when people in power make decisions that affect you based upon the color of your skin.
Mm-hmm.
That is true racism. So Joe Biden is in a position of power. All right. He's a presidential nominee and he needs to select a VP. He doesn't make the selection based off of merit, based off of who the best candidate is. He makes the decision based off of the color of their skin and their genitals. That's it.
Yeah.
I know that sounds crude, but that's the truth. The VP for the DNC was selected based off the color of the skin and what kind of genitals they had.
Yep. You know what I think is so funny?
Period.
What's so funny about all this
Come
is
at
that
me, bro. Prove me wrong.
they voted for an old white man and a cop. The two things that they
that
hate
is
the
quite
most.
funny.
I mean, she was as high as you can get on the cop ladder, right? And this isn't going to go well. Like you said, Trump's going to win because the party, the leftist, socialist, democratic, whatever you want to call it, is so fractured right now. Like they're saying it right now, Bernie supporters are not up
They're
for
not
this
happy.
ticket. They did not like her then. They don't like her now. They don't like Biden. So it's a really fractured party right now. So I don't see
Is
all
it true
them
that
getting
she
behind
was
him.
the one who called him a racist? Is
Yeah.
that true?
Yep.
And back
That's
in
kind of
April.
ironic,
okay,
too.
so listen to this. Okay, so back in April, there was the accuser of Joe Biden saying that Joe Biden sexually assaulted.
Tara Reid.
Yeah, Tara. That's right, Tara Reid. Kamala Harris is on record saying she believes Joe Biden's accuser. Now she's Joe Biden's VP nominee.
It shows politics.
No, that's called bought and paid for.
Well, yeah,
is
yeah.
what that.
Same
Hey,
Politics.
thing.
Yeah.
hey, we need a black female standing next to the really old, white, creepy, senile dude.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris, how much money to make that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Again, the thing is, and ladies, I know we got a lot of ladies watching. It would really, how it cannot make you upset that the potential, if Joe Biden wins the election, Kamala Harris is president. Okay,
Fact.
Listen to me. If Trump loses, it's not President Biden. It will be President Harris within 90 days.
Oh, and what's going on right now? Police reform,
Yep.
all that. Why don't you look up Kamala Harris and what she did? I mean, people on death row, she had evidence that they were innocent, and she withheld that until she was forced to let it go. Like, to talk about somebody who
Hold
loves
on,
the cops
never
and
mind.
has locked black people
Okay,
up.
Oh,
Again-
look at her district. I mean, her district itself.
Again,
That's
but,
what's
but,
terrifying.
but what I'm saying, what I'm trying to drive home to everyone is the truth that one step away from leading our country, for representing our country to other countries, to hold the mantle of the strongest nation in the world, to lead the strongest military force in the world, possibly to war one day. They were not selected based off of their merit, their character, their accomplishments, nothing. They were selected because of their skin color and their genitals.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm really not trying to be crude. I'm trying to get you to wrap your head around how insane that is.
Yeah.
Okay? It is absolutely insanity. And yet here we are. Biden Harris is fixing to be the thing. Biden Harris. Harris is going to debate Pence. Trump is going to debate Biden.
That's
hopefully.
gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
The debates are good. That's why I say that Trump won the election yesterday. Because here's the thing. Never has a VP really helped win the election
Right.
for the president.
Until
okay?
now.
Well, no. But you know, it's really just a nice like accompaniment.
Accompaniment. Yep. Accompaniment.
That is a weird word when you say it more and more.
Accompaniment. Okay, whatever.
Accompanied.
I've lost.
Just
I
say
don't care
accompanied.
anymore. All right. Never has that really happened. Okay, like nobody's like not gonna win president, and then somebody comes in as the VP, and then all of a sudden
Steals the
everything
show.
changes. So you know, I don't see how Harris has helped Biden at all. Black people don't like Kamala Harris.
Right. She locks up a whole bunch of black people
Yeah.
for small little things.
Very few people have hurt black people more than Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Biden is a known racist for the past 40 years. No one has done more for the black community. They're showing Trump an expected turnout of over 20% of the black vote. I think he got less than 5 the first
yeah.
time.
Absolute destruction.
This is going to be, look, elections are up and downs like this. They're ups and downs and ups and downs. And even with coronavirus is spiking again, people are over it. We're sick of it. It's like, whatever, dude. Get the crap out of here. Nobody cares. I did a video the other day. My gym says, please wear a mask. There's not a dang soul walking in there with a mask at all because they're like, they can't get all of us. You know, you can't arrest all of us. People are moving on. They're moving on from it, and now people are gearing up for the actual election and the debates. Okay, which the debates happen in a little over a month. First debate. People are moving on, and Trump won yesterday because Biden was not going to win, in my opinion. In general, Harris does nothing to solidify that. Now, if Michelle Obama had walked up on stage, we'd be having a much different
Even
conversation.
Stacey Abrams, like, even though she's out of her mind, like, he would have had a better chance with Stacey Abrams than Kamala, in my opinion.
I think that
As crazy as
I think
that
the
is.
only shot Biden had was
With
if he
Michelle.
could have gotten Obama back in a Biden Obama ticket again. I think would have been the only shot. But they didn't, and now we've got Biden Harris, and I think that Trump 2020 train's going to roll. I cannot wait for everything that's going to happen, and man, you know, I think it's going to be a good time. What else is going on? Anything?
I mean, Brian Stelter said that, you know, there's not a news agency that hates
Oh,
on
that's right.
Trump.
It doesn't.
Yeah, that all the news agencies hate Biden, and there's not an equivalent of that hates Trump. While talking about that on CNN,
Yeah.
that was pretty funny.
But I mean, it's true. Like, if you watch, there's a couple videos going around right now of Biden in the 80s and 90s and how well spoken and a politician he was.
I gotta
And then
take a minute. while
Okay.
it's calling.
And then it flashes to right now, and it's like, wow, there is no matter. I'm not even just trying to bully the guy. I'm saying, as an objective viewer, watch that video and tell me there is not significant cognitive decline.
No, Joe Biden. Joe Biden used to be quick, man. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
he was a sharp dude,
Master politician.
Like, yes, like never have I agreed with his policies ever, but man, that dude was quick, right? Like he could sell, he could do stuff. He had his stuff going and down and ready to go. I would even say, like, I saw clips, because they were showing when Kamala was the pick, they were showing that clip where she starts talking about she was the kid on the bus and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I would say that he has even declined rapidly from that debate. Even in that debate, he had more hair, it seemed like. He seemed a little more quick-witted. I mean, he seems to be truly deteriorating in front of our very eyes. And
If it came out that he had something seriously wrong and that they were using this to get Kamala or somebody like that to be president, like that should be illegal, right?
Well,
You would
yes.
think it would
Well,
be.
that's what I'm trying to say, because once you win the nomination, you have to go have an extensive physical done. And what that's what I mean. If Trump loses, it's President Harris.
Yeah.
That pay attention.
Who would have thought?
There's no way Biden passes that. There's no way. No way Biden passes the entrance physical. Biden couldn't pass the entrance physical into boot camp.
The military. I was
You
thinking
know
that
what I'm
too.
saying? Like, there ain't no way he could pass the entrance physical to lead the country.
Yeah.
And that is the game. That is what the DNC is trying to do. I think they know they don't have this election, but they're trying the Trojan horse, in my opinion. They're trying the Trojan horse, that's where I think we are. But I think that's all that's really going on right this second. At the end of the day, what, babe?
I was going to say, do you want to shout out the foundation?
Oh, yes.
That's big.
Okay, big news.
Big news.
Our charity, the Dear America Foundation, we are having our very first charity event November 7th. We're going to have a good time. AJ Buckley, he plays Sonny from the TV show SEAL team, is going to be here. We're going to have a good time. You're going to get to shoot with some Navy SEALs, hang out, have a good time. Go to the Dear America Foundation. Oh, excuse me. Go to dearamericafoundation.com right now. Why don't you do it?
DearAmericaFoundation.org. You'll see the Freedom on the Range. You can go under it. We call them all sponsors. So you can pick your sponsorship package, and we want it to be like a VIP experience.
Yep.
So you're actually going to get a shoot with SEAL team guys. You're going to get a shoot with our local law enforcement.
Hang out with all of us.
Hang out with everybody and have really cool things. Like, it's not just a shoot. Like, it's a mock, like going into a house, clearing a house. Really cool stuff. So
Yeah, so if
look
you're
it up.
watching, help us give back to our military and our first responders. Go to dearamericafoundation.org right now and consider being a sponsor. Consider buying a ticket.
Yeah.
Just all 100% of it goes to the cause, and that is what we really want to do. DearAmericaFoundation.org, November 7th. Come hang out, or just support from where you are. Every bit of it counts. Every bit of it helps. I think that's it. That's
about it.
All right,
all
Jake,
going on.
where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, producer_Jake. I have some Joe Biden and Kamala Harris videos.
Oh, it's so Kamala Harris.
Yeah, I might have to take that one down if she becomes president.
No, I think you should. Oh, maybe. They may take it down for
and
you.
I'm going to go first this time. I'm Graham Allen. Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Dear America podcast. Alyssa, where can they find you, and close us out?
Alyssa Allen on Instagram and Facebook, and Hey America podcast was on yesterday. You should catch it. Had my girl KDJ on, and that's it for today's live episode of Dear America podcast.
We will see you next time.
Bye.